Welcome to the Phoenix College Athletic Podcast. This is Coach Cameron. I'll be your host, and I have a huge guest on today. I have Ira Brown, who played at Phoenix College and had an amazing career not only at Phoenix College, went on to play at Gonzaga University, where he played in the NCAA tournament twice, got to the Sweet 16. He played against Steph Curry in the first round of the NCAA tournament his first year at Gonzaga. He then went on to play in Mexico, Argentina, all over the place, but he finally ended up playing in Japan, where he actually represents the Japanese Olympic team for 3x3. He should be in the Olympics in 2021. He was supposed to be in the Olympics in 2020, but obviously got canceled. But we're excited to watch his career continue as he keeps dominating the game of basketball. Watch these highlights, and then we're going to have Ira Brown on. Welcome to the Phoenix College Athletic Podcast. Thank you so much for joining the Phoenix College Athletic Podcast. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
No, it's my honor. I was looking through all your YouTube highlights and all of that. I'm like, I don't know who's doing that all for you. A lot of people. There's a lot of highlights that we're going to use on this podcast. So I'm very excited about doing the editing and whatnot. But I want to get right to it just in case I lose you because you're in Japan. Where about in Japan are you right now?
I'm actually in Osaka. It's near the old capital, Kyoto.
Oh, Kyoto. I've had two kids from Kyoto, Japan, play for my team at Phoenix College.
Oh,
Um,
awesome.
yeah, I've done quite well in Japan. I have Kazuhata currently. He's just about to graduate. His father is the president of One Fighting, Andy Hata,
Okay.
and I've had I just got a new Japanese import just came in. His name is Yamamata Yamamoto, and he's just getting settled in his apartment. Of course, we can't do anything until January because of COVID, but yeah, we have a great relationship with Japan, and so do you. You're now a Japanese citizen.
Yep, I am. I've been in Japan for 10 years and have loved every single one of them. My ex-wife was Japanese. I was married for 3.5 years. Fell in love with the culture and obviously decided to stay over here. And I've been over here since, and obviously got some more years under my belt in terms of basketball. So we'll see what happens when basketball's over.
Yeah. So what's the process of becoming a Japanese citizen?
Well, you either the process is that obviously with me being married, it kind of helped significantly. But I was with my wife 3.5 years, and at the time I was in Japan for 5 years. So um, you either have to be in Japan for 3.5 years, or in order to apply for citizenship, or be married. And so, along with that, you also have to take a written test in Japanese, and you have to take a verbal test in Japanese, and like you have to also know your hiragana, katakana, and your kanjis up until third grade level, which was extremely complicated for me, and for most people that is.
Right.
Um, so me doing that, I actually failed the test the first time, and then after that, the second time when I took it, I actually passed it fairly easily.
Well, that's amazing. I just would imagine you have to learn the language. Do you know Japanese pretty well?
Yeah, I speak it quite well. I speak enough to get by.
Yeah.
If I studied more, I'm pretty sure I could. I when I listen to it, I understand it 100%. But it's just most of the time it's just speaking it in complete sentences. But as I said, I speak it enough to get by for sure.
I remember when I was trying to learn how to pronounce R, and it's like la li u lo lo, because I have a bunch of I have I have had Ryosuke, uh, Rio Hirayama. I've a lot of R's, you know, a lot of students came over that starts with R, and I've been pronouncing their name wrong for so long. And I remember I was practicing it and over, and I kept saying it wrong, and I still don't think I say it right to this day. And I remember we're practicing, and Sakai Iohara was showing me how to do it, and for about 10 minutes, I kept saying like lo lo lo, and I kept saying over and over and over again. And the baseball coach got upset. Came to my office. He goes, "Can you shut up?" I'm like, "Sorry, man. I'm just trying to learn Japanese. I can't even pronounce R." Uh, so Ira, let's talk about a little bit of you're from Texas. What? How did you find Phoenix College? How'd you end up at Phoenix College? I know you were playing like professional baseball at the time, and explain to me that process of how you ended up at Phoenix College.
Well, as you said, I was playing minor league baseball at the time with the Kansas City Royals, and I was kind of giving that a shot. I gave myself a 5-year window to make it, and also at the time I was playing in a city recreational league basketball, just like pickup games and stuff with Tyree Harge and Sasha Stafford and all these guys who I ended up going to Phoenix College with to play. And so with that, we ended up going to play pickup there at Phoenix College throughout the week. And then Coach Matt Gordon, in speaking with like him, I was kind of like teetering on the line of having a career change and just trying to figure out how much longer I want to be in basketball. I mean, in baseball. And so, in speaking with Sasha and Tyree, they persuaded me to play for, and also Coach Gordon, of course, offering me a full scholarship to come to Phoenix College. And so, whenever I had my career change, I was 100% locked in at Phoenix College. And obviously, by knowing these guys, with Tyree, he was kind of um, trying to figure out what his career path was, and Sasha obviously being military, going coming from the military and then playing collegiate basketball at his age, kind of like gave me hope that I can actually make it professionally with basketball. And so the more and more I worked with these guys and played with these guys, and obviously we had a tremendous career there. The 2 years that I was there playing at Phoenix College, um, and also then after that moving on to Gonzaga. But obviously, if it wasn't for Phoenix College giving me a chance of pursuing my basketball career, I probably would have been trying to find schools all over the country and in order to try to start a basketball career, because at the time I was just kind of like lost and trying to figure out what I really wanted to do. But with these guys, and then also with Coach Matt Gordon, and then just excelling in academics, just having um, the teachers there, Miss Cloud and Marty, all these guys, all these teachers there to really spend time with the student athletes to make sure that we had success on and off the court. And I think that to me, like, is something that I would always cherish, and not even keep in contact, message these people from time to time. And I would always cherish that for the rest of my life, because they took the time out to make sure that I succeeded as not only as an collegiate athlete, but just as a professional in the professional world. So I was very grateful for everything that Phoenix College had offered and had given me.
Yeah, I know when you. So I started at Phoenix College working in 2002, and I never really went to a basketball game until you started playing there, and then I would bring out uh, our whole team just to come watch you play, because back then uh, it was exciting that someone could dunk, and it's common practice now at Phoenix College. I mean, everyone dunks now, but back then it wasn't the case, and it was, at a 2-year institution where like someone's dunking, and the way you were dunking, like high level professional dunking, so it drew a big crowd. But do you remember when I would go out and throw with you baseball?
Yes, I do actually.
So I remember you asked me to go, or I offered, or whatever it was at the time. So you were trying to keep your arm in shape. Just you're keeping your options open just in case you're going
Right.
to go back to professional baseball. And I have a bad shoulder, so maybe the story sounds a little worse than the way I'm explaining it, but I don't know. So you would throw we would warm up about 20, 30 yards away, and then eventually you got further and further back, and then you were throwing the ball from the what's the uh, basically right field inside the warning track, and I'm on the first baseline, and you're throwing the ball from that distance, and I just didn't understand. I'm like, you would throw it, and I'm just laughing. I'm like, that ball is still coming to me, and then I would get it. Then I had to get it back to you, so I had to run like 30, 40 yards, and then throw it hard as I can, and it would roll, and you had to, go 20 yards and get it. And I think a couple times I would bring out a bat and I would just try to hit it back to you, but it was crazy how far you could throw that ball. So, yeah, that was fun. And that was obviously, it was entertaining to obviously watch you play at Phoenix College. And then you moved on to Gonzaga. So what was it like to play Gonzaga, and what was your experience there?
Well, my first year, well, going to Gonzaga, obviously, I played minor league baseball in Spokane, Washington, and also just having Coach Gordon's wife, Iris, who was a Gonzaga alumni.
Yep.
Having both of those, having both of those actually persuaded me to go to Gonzaga because I did go on a visit there, and it was like a family-oriented type of university, very similar to Phoenix College. My time at Phoenix College, and I was very, very grateful for that. And then obviously, my first year there was a bit rocky, and we lost in the first round to Davidson at the time of the NCAA tournament. And they actually had Steph Curry, and he torched us, by the way. I think he probably had like maybe 40 on us. But my second year there, we ended up getting into the Sweet 16 and losing to North Carolina, who went on to win the championship that year. But academically wise, my time at Gonzaga was a blessing, honestly, because I learned so much. I learned philosophy and also religion, and just how to like think outside the box with philosophy and stuff, and like how to reason with everything. And like I think a lot of these things in which we were required, there were requirements there at Gonzaga, helps me significantly just in everyday's life. Like whether it's just reasoning with people, chatting with people, understanding their side of the story, as well as how to be able to help them in any type of issues that they're going that they have going in their lives. And so I don't know. I just had a great 2 years there. Obviously, I didn't really get to play as much as I would like to have played, but even so, it's still I still had my work ethic, and I was not going to be detoured of being the professional athlete in which I wanted to become in basketball.
Yeah, and I found highlights of you at Gonzaga. I mean, and it's like with any. Yeah, I always tell kids, I'm like, yeah, you may want to go to this university, but you want to pick a university that plays according to how you play. I mean, it's very important to have a coach and a system that's going to be there. I think we lost Ira, but we're going to bring him back on. So I'm going to pause this. And I don't know if you can hear me, but I want to just move on and talk about how did you end up in Japan? What led you to professional basketball in Japan?
Well, obviously, I kind of was a journeyman for a little while. I played. I started my career out in Mexico, and then from Mexico I went to Argentina, and then back to Mexico, and then after that I ended up playing 3x3 with the USA national team in Greece, and then after that. One of my old friends, who were in my classes there at Gonzaga, had reached out to me and asked me if I would be interested in coming to Japan to play. And so he gave me a price, and obviously I was getting offers from Europe and stuff, and it was around the same price. Um, and so I was like, no, I'll come to play. And so from that, I ended up going to play and starting my career here in Japan in Toyama.
So, are you expected to play in the Olympics this coming summer?
I am, yes. I will play with three national team, and that's pretty much 95% chance that I'll do that. So it's like I'm because what it is like they allow a naturalized player to play on it, and pretty much I'm the perfect fit in terms of 3x3. It's like a very very quick game, so any type of forward type of players that can play inside and outside actually do really really well in the 3x3 game.
So, when is the three by three play? What part of the Olympics is it in July, August? What's the time
No,
frame there?
it begins in July.
Okay, because I know
Yeah, and we have actually a really, really high chance of medaling in the 3x3 because there's only 8 teams, I believe, that are in the 3x3, and so obviously you have your bronze, silver, and gold. So I mean, I like our chances, to be honest with you.
Well, I plan on being out there. I'm hopeful that Jessica McDonald will be playing because she was supposed to play in this past Olympics, but
Right.
it got delayed a year. So she's on a trial kind of thing right now to try to, stay on the team to make the Olympic team, which it's a little more difficult now that it's a whole new selection process. So hopefully we'll see 2 Phoenix College alum in the next Olympics in Tokyo. So
I know. How awesome would that be?
that would be amazing. So
No, I'm
yeah,
proud of J Mac. J Mac has had a tremendous career. I mean, to reach the accolades that she has in her career, and then also just to be able to top it off with the Olympics, man, like that's a storybook career.
I know
And from where she's come from, even
yeah,
she's
that's the only thing she needs. If she can win a gold medal, if she can get on that team and win a gold medal, which is very possible for the U.S. In women's soccer, that would be she would accomplish everything that there is to accomplish. Everything.
yeah. As an athlete, I would 100% agree with you.
Yeah, so that would be exciting. But man, just think about where you came from and the chances of winning a gold medal. That would be ridiculous. I'm in basketball. That would be insane.
Right, right. No, I agree with you, and I would honestly put every bit of effort into it to give us an opportunity to medal for sure.
Yeah, that's exciting. I'm excited to watch that journey. And as a Phoenix College, you know, alumni as well, uh, I'm just so excited that Phoenix College had a small part in your life to be able to give you opportunities to be seen in a time frame where you were going through crossroads. We're just grateful to be around to be able to help, you know, athletes like yourself, athletes like Jessica McDonald. Everyone has a different journey how to get to wherever they're going, and you just need a second chance, and that's what the junior college system is all about. So we're excited that you're still doing great things, and we wish you the best of luck in your career. And I'd love to have you on again as you move towards the Olympics. So maybe in the spring we'll have you on again, and hopefully things are still progressing the way you want it, and we can talk more about Ira Brown.
For sure, Dave. I really appreciate your time, and I'm very grateful to honestly be a PC bear for life. Honestly, like it was a huge stepping stone in my life, and I didn't take the SATs and everything in out of high school, so I definitely had to go to community college route, and I'm very grateful that I chose Phoenix College and for all that Phoenix College has done for me. And I do again look forward to chatting with you in the spring and anytime you'd like to.
I appreciate it, Ira. Thank you so much for your time. I know the different time slots made it very difficult to organize the time to get you on, but I appreciate you and the time you gave us on this podcast.
For sure, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
All right. Wish you the best of luck. And this will air today. So I'll edit it and have it out today. So I think tomorrow for you. So,
Okay, awesome. Thanks,
all right.
thanks, brother. God
All right.
bless you.
You too.
Yep.
Thanks, Ira.
Yep. Yep, bye.
I hope you enjoyed today's podcast with Ira Brown. If you enjoyed it so much, go ahead and like it. Or better yet, share it. Or even better than that, subscribe. If you subscribe, you'll receive notifications whenever we have a new episode out, which should be weekly. So thank you for participating in the Phoenix College Athletic Podcast. We'll see you guys next week.